Well then, how did you feel back on clay for the first time in a lot of months?
Well, it was great. Yes, I said I missed clay, the clay season. So just really happy to be able to play again on clay. Even better the way that I did it. I just played great, and it was great the start of the tournament.
Any questions?
Carlos, yourself and Jannik always say that you push each other and that you know you need to improve. When you look at what Jannik did last year on clay, does that make you feel you need to go a step up on clay this year?
Well, I know Jannik, and we all could see that he always come back even stronger and even better when he loses matches, and I'm pretty sure he's looking back, to the tournaments he played on the clay last year, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be better this year. So I gotta be ready for that. So, but I would say he feels more natural on hardcore, and I feel more natural on clay, that I just grew up playing on clay my whole life. So let's see how it's gonna be. But I would say he's hungry for everything on clay. That I would say is there are the tournaments, or it is the tournaments that he misses in his belt. So let's see how it's gonna be. But for sure for him and for me, obviously it's gonna be a quite interesting clay season ahead.
Great performance. One of the unusual things about tennis is that when you're facing a slightly injured player, sometimes that can be quite a tricky scenario, right? Sometimes it can get into the other player's head, and you can be thinking of the injury. I'm curious. I know in the past when you were less experienced, you had, you've been through that scenario, and I'm writing a piece about that scenario. So I'm curious if you could kind of explain why that can be tricky.
When you're playing against someone who can show that he's injured, or
when they're a bit injured, and maybe they play freely,
all
maybe
right.
it's a bit in your head.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when that happens, it feels like the match or the next point, it isn't that important. I would say, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like you're thinking about more the opponent than yourself, than the things that you have to do, and that's why it becomes a little bit tricky when you're playing or when you're in that scenario, when you're thinking about the opponent, or something is injured, or is feeling a lot of pain, and still playing great, and is still playing good. It feel like I don't know what I should do, and you starting to play. I would say for not missing the ball than going for it. I would say that's why it becomes a little bit tricky.
Hi Carlos, Simone Terno, Eurosport Italy. I would like to ask you a little follow-up about what you said a couple of days ago in the media day with Sky Italy. You said you were not expecting Jannik to come to this tournament. Can I ask you why? It's maybe because you think he's coming because of the #1 fighting between to each other, or you were thinking just because maybe he was like playing Indian Wells and Miami, and he finished late in Miami. I would like to understand why you were thinking he was not coming here.
No. I mean, it's. I just think a lot of things ahead of it feels like we're guessing the players which tournament they're gonna play sometimes, and obviously he was successful in Indian Wells, Miami, a lot of matches, a long swing, and from the last day in Miami until the first day here is such like 1 week, I would say. So you coming from different time difference, different surface, different everything, different balls. So it's tricky when you don't have that much time to prepare yourself for another surface, another kind of play, another tournament, another environment. I would say, but you know, it's you know, up to him, obviously, and it's the decision of every player to go to one tournament or other. So if he decides to come here, that means that he feels good physically, he feels good mentally, and he's excited to come here. But you know, I was surprised because he has a lot of matches in the last month, playing hardcore and not having that much time to rest and to prepare for clay, but we could see that he's playing doubles. He played great today, so that means, you know, the great player he is, because he adapted himself really good in such a short period of time to one surfaces to other.
Hi, ciao. Ubaldo Scanagato with tennis. It's a little bit a follow-up. Is it more difficult, in your opinion, for him, who is a natural player on our court, to come in a short time, with a short time on clay, or would be more difficult for you, who are a natural player on clay, to do the vice versa? I mean, in few days, go from clay to hard court.
I would say it's easier going from clay court to hard court. I would say that's easier, because like I don't know, the movement is like it's easier to understand the game on hard court than on clay. On clay you need like I would say more time to see how the ball is coming, how the ball is bouncing. Everything to move, to slice. So I mean, we used to. I would say we slice in every surface like it is in clay, but you know, the movement is quite different how you feel on court. So I would say it's easier to move from clay to hard court than hard court to clay court. I'm telling that in terms of having like 2 or 3 days.
Yes, you said after the match on court that you were proud of your game today. Were you surprised to play already so well in your first? You said you only have a few things to improve, but are you surprised you played so well today?
Yeah, I surprised myself. Yeah, I mean, it's the first match of every tournament is never easy. It's always tricky with everything you have in mind. It's even tougher when it's a different surface. And thinking that my last match of clay was almost 1 year ago, so I thought I was going to feel a little bit worse in terms of everything. But yeah, it's a surprise with the movement, with how I hit the ball, how I felt on the court. So I just really happy about it, and hopefully feeling the same way in the next round, or just getting better and better every day. Thank you.